Hey everyone! Today we're going to explore one of the most well-known and widely used antibiotics in the world, azithromycin. Whether you've taken it before or just want to understand how it works, this quick breakdown will give you everything you need to know in under 5 minutes. Let's get started with where this drug comes from. The source. Azithromycin is a semi-synthetic macrolide, which means it's a lab-modified version of a naturally occurring compound. It's actually derived from erythromycin, a classic antibiotic that comes from the bacterium Streptomyces erythraeus. It was first discovered in 1980 by researchers at a pharmaceutical company in Pliva, Yugoslavia, who were trying to make something more stable and effective than erythromycin. The result? A new class of antibiotics called azilides, which azithromycin belongs to. It's part of the broader macrolide group, but with extra improvements in how long it lasts and how well it works. All right, let's move on to the next part, the structure and some cool properties. Azithromycin belongs to the macrolide class, and it appears as a white crystalline powder. It's slightly soluble in water, and its chemical formula is C38H72N2012. It's powerful because it works against both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, making it a broad-spectrum antibiotic. Another important feature is its long half-life of 68 hours. That means once you take it, it stays active in your body for a long time, reducing the number of doses you need to take. It was originally developed to improve acid stability and enhance tissue penetration, which erythromycin lacked. One standout property is that azithromycin accumulates in tissues like the lungs and immune cells, making it super effective for respiratory infections. Let's go to the next section, how this drug actually works in the body. Azithromycin works by targeting bacterial ribosomes, specifically the 50s subunit. This is where the bacteria make their proteins. Azithromycin binds to that subunit and blocks RNA-dependent protein synthesis. In simple terms, it prevents the bacteria from growing and spreading by stopping them from making essential proteins. What's great is that it only targets bacterial ribosomes, not human ones, which is why it's generally safe for us. It's especially effective against infections caused by bacteria like Streptococcus pneumonia, Haemophilus influenzae, Chlamydia, Trachomatis, Mycoplasma pneumonia. Okay, now let's talk about something important, resistance. Unfortunately, like most antibiotics, resistance to azithromycin is on the rise. In Neisseria gonorrhoeae, resistance happens through mechanisms like MTRR efflux pump overexpression, mutations in the 23S rRNA gene. For other bacteria, like Streptococcus pyogenes and Staphylococcus aureus, resistance occurs via target modification, which changes the drug's binding site macrolide efflux, where the bacteria pump the drug out of their cells. This is why it's really important to use azithromycin only when prescribed and to complete the full course, even if you feel better. Now let's wrap it up with the cost and accessibility of the drug. Azithromycin is actually very affordable, especially in its generic form. A full course, usually either 250 milligrams or 500 milligrams tablets, costs around 5 ringgit to 20 ringgit. If you go for the branded version, like Zithromax, expect to pay more, around 25 ringgit to 60 for a full course. But despite its low cost, it's incredibly valuable. Azithromycin is listed on the World Health Organization's model list of essential medicines, which means it's considered crucial for basic healthcare systems around the world. So in summary, azithromycin is a broad-spectrum, long-acting antibiotic that's easy to take, affordable, and super effective for treating infections, especially in the lungs and respiratory system. It works by stopping bacteria from growing, and it stays active in your body for days. But like all antibiotics, it should be used responsibly to avoid resistance. Thanks for tuning in. And now you know what makes azithromycin such a powerful tool in modern medicine.